Hi, it's Doug. Today, I want to share with you a thought on how you can get yourself out of a rut when you feel like you're stuck in the rat race and you just got to do something different. In my work, there's something we call the change equation. It's what we need to do to help make change happen. And it involves being dissatisfied, having a vision of the future and what to do to take the first steps. And when I work people with trying to make change in their world, what's often missing is the vision of what could be possible, of what they could do. And when we're younger, we do this pretty regularly. And then as we get older and we get into our career, we have obligations, we have limitations, we have that voice of the inner critic who tries to tell us why things are not possible. And maybe you shouldn't bother dreaming because what's the point? You got to live your day to day. And I want to encourage you to take a step back from that. And I do this with my clients and say, well, what is it that you want to create? What do you stand for? And that often means the clients have to stop for a bit and say, well, I haven't thought about that in a while. And that's okay. The idea is to make yourself stop and think and ask yourself the questions, what am I trying to create? What's my vision for the future? So the way you can do this is to suspend, tell the inner critic to shut up, don't listen to the rationales in your head that say why things can't happen, but just allow yourself to imagine, to suspend disbelief and imagine, here's where I am in my life, here's what I want to accomplish. If I could have everything I wanted, if I had my magic wand and could create the future that I wanted for myself and my business or my practice, my life, what would it be? What would it look like? And get really crystal clear about describing what that future state is without worrying about how you're going to get there. And that's the important first step, is to allow yourself to brainstorm, get your thoughts down on paper of what the future would be if you could create it. Then let it sit and come back to it. And you're going to start to identify and see themes. And from that, you create a picture of what's possible. Then you test it and say, what would my life be like if I could actually achieve this? What would happen if I actually achieved what I just described? What would the impact be on my life? Write that down. And then ask the question, what would happen if nothing changed? If I have this vision, but I couldn't achieve it? In that exercise, in the vision, in anchoring what your future could be like and what the impact would be, and what would happen if you don't get it? Now, you're on the first step to trying to make change happen. You need a lot more than that, but you need the vision, you need the destination, you need to set your GPS on where is it you want to go. And then you do the work to figure out how to get there. So if you feel like you're stuck in a rut, take a step back, take a moment first thing in the morning or whenever you're at your best to imagine what could my life be if I could have anything I wanted. You might be surprised where it takes you. And if your journey is anything like mine, you might find that if you work hard, you take the right steps, you could actually achieve it. And how great would that be? All right, see you next time.